My proudest creation was a multifunctional bayonet about 1 inch long. It had blood grooves on both sides, serrations on the back, and a plastic handle. If you don't consider its durability, it could actually be used for some basic processing of small items. I later gave this little bayonet to one of my cousins. Eventually, I developed an interest in real knives. Once when that cousin and I were boating in a park, another boat approached us in the middle of the lake. 3 young men on that boat tried to extort us. I pretended to be nonchalant and pulled a real knife out of my pocket, playing with it in my hand. The 3 of them, each taller than both of us by a full head, and clearly outnumbering us, quietly rode away. The one leading them muttered as he left, "Kids these days, already messing with knives." I grumbled silently, "And I suppose you guys were all such good little boys at that age?" I had no intention of actually using the knife. It wasn't that I had a deep understanding of the law. I just didn't want to exploit juvenile protection laws to shield myself after doing something as serious as injuring or even killing someone. In other words, I was too stupid and that's probably why, despite carrying around something dangerous, I still managed to stay safe. Right before I started elementary school, our family's old black and white TV was replaced with a color one. I instantly fell in love with watching TV. Even the commercials fascinated me, and I wasted a lot of time on them. After I started school, my parents forbade me from watching TV at night until I'd finished my homework. As a result, I missed most of the children's programming that aired around 6 p.m. and could only watch freely during lunchtime. One afternoon, I accidentally saw a military-themed music video on TV titled 1, 2, 3, 4 like a song. Maybe it was just a boy thing, but I had always loved anything military-related. I even had a photo taken at a park of me in a little army uniform, holding a toy gun and sitting on a real horse. That picture was taken on a family outing. The lyrics of that song had a lasting impact on me. The numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 kept echoing in my mind, and eventually started influencing my behavior. My daily life was simple, just going back and forth between home and school. So on the road, I began silently counting 1, 2, 3, 4 in my head as I walked to the rhythm. The path I took was paved with old concrete, with expansion joints spaced out at intervals. I started aligning my steps with the rhythm of 1, 2, 3, 4, making sure that I crossed each line on the ground between the end of one set and the start of the next, ending a step on 4 just before a joint, and stepping onto the next block on 1. But not all concrete slabs were the same size, so I had to constantly adjust my stride to keep the rhythm.